So I excused the decor on my hat. I had to have the shirt underneath, and I didn't want to bust it out until now. It says, it is unwise to mock a poet. But feel free to do it anyway. I want to say thanks for Sandy for organizing this too. And if you guys don't mind, give a round of applause for Dawn and Debbie and Raven that they set up. Just worked with wonderful people. But a special thanks to the students, of course, because this is really to honor you guys. And I want to try to, again, honor that as much as possible with sharing some of my journey. When Sandy asked me to speak, I didn't know where to begin because I don't talk about these things. If anybody has taken a class with me, I lecture maybe 5 to 8 minutes. I don't like to talk. I like to have you guys do that. So I just do. I just try to lead by action. And even growing up, I was not a big reader or writer. As for reading, I don't remember much except my mom reading us Bible stories. And in addition to that, she would sing us lullabies. I don't remember the name of the song, but it's "Hush, little baby, don't you cry." And that's what I went to sleep for numerous days and nights. And then I remember my dad. And many of you might remember from plenty of television shows where you have the father, the newspaper. Don't bother your dad, he's reading. And then it would just go on. But regardless of that action, words were around me. I don't know how it filtered into me, but it got to me. And when Sandy asked me to do this, it was just like, where to begin? And about 5 or 6 years ago, I was with a friend, and we somehow got on the topic of my older brother, who loves machines, loves electronics, loves taking apart those things and putting them back together. And my snobbery came out, and people that know me, I'm nowhere near that. But at that moment, I was like, all he does is read car magazines and sci-fi novels only when he's on the toilet. That's the only time he reads. And, Motor Trend. And my friend stopped me right there, and he's like, you know what? Don't judge or criticize him. He's following a passion, and he's doing it well. My older brother, he builds hydrogen coolant for radiators so they can get a little extra miles per gallon on his vehicles. I was like, this is utterly amazing. So I stopped. I was like, you're right. Let me back off a second here. But again, where did I begin? And around the 4th grade, I encountered Sports Illustrated. And we shared this issue that I kept for a long time. Because I love sports, and especially team sports. I love sharing in success of team sports. And sports are poetic. I mean, you see amazing things happen on the field, on the ice rink, or whatever you're into. And this is one I kept for so long. This is MJ back then in 1988, And of course, I mimicked him. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. I had to, you just had to. I ate it up, basketball and baseball. I read so much about those things back then. But I was following a passion. And I thought about, well, where do I begin next? What other kinds of reading are out there? Comic strips. They're there. X-Men, Wolverine, I read those. But even Gary Larson, if you guys might remember him, The Far Side. And I'll share this one comic strip. I wish I had the visual, but as a guy and a chicken in a jail cell, right? And the chicken turns to the dude and says, so then, when old MacDonald turned his back, I took that axe and with a whack whack here and a whack whack there, I finished him off. I mean, these are funny, witty, and poetic, right? It's a way of reading. And then thinking about the speech pushed me into another direction of those first books that really get you. I mean, I think the Bible was there, growing up with those Bible stories, but I think about what really turned me in a direction. One of those was Watership Down by Richard Adams. And another one later on was The Man Who Killed a Deer by Frank Waters, about an Indian tribe in New Mexico trying to get back the lake that was stolen from them. And then I think about another book in college. In undergraduate school, I was working with my counselor. I was a little depressed at the time. And books come along at the right time, right? This book, Ishmael by Daniel Quinn, came along. And this book got me into art, anthropology, biology, ecology, all kinds of things, and I just couldn't stop. I had to start looking this stuff up. And then a different kind of reading came into my mind too. Visuals, right? My grandmother, she loved painting southwestern themes. And I think about, so as you can see it over there too. So she painted this a while ago in the 60s. And I think about the way of reading visuals too. Composition-wise, height, eyes, the eyes of the daughter, that's killer. But what really gets me is the turquoise earring. You see that draws it all together right there in the center. But this is the type of reading out there too, that we come across in the world. In short, reading comes in so many different forms, as does writing. But writing did not come easy for me either. I was so nervous about getting the words and letters right. Not a perfectionist by any means. I was just worried. It's like, what happens if the L goes that way? What happens if the A is just off the page? Because I was so nervous, I copied from this girl all the time. You guys might remember tracing letters in kindergarten and stuff like that. But I didn't do that. I was just like, yours looks nice, give me that. Until my first grade teacher, Mrs. Alejandro, she came by, and if anybody again knows this experience, the dreaded U came out for unsatisfactory. I survived. I survived. But with a lot of embarrassment at that moment. And I remember 6th grade, and this is kind of when I first got my words down on the page. Our 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Chaffee, a friend of mine and I had a song about her called the Chaffee Blues. Because she had a ruler. She was 83 years old, but she wasn't afraid to use that ruler. And she had us write inspirational quotes, and I still have this 6th grade book, unbelievably. I can't believe I did that, but here it is. I'm going to read you a couple of quotes that, again, into writing. The first one's by Helen Keller. I do not want the peace-rich, passive understanding. I want the understanding that bringeth peace. And the second one was by Muhammad Ali. The man who has no imagination has no wings. And I think about those words, and I also think about Mrs. Chaffee in her classroom, always at the end of the day, go home, read, and do something nice for your mama. So words are there, that's wisdom right there. Flash forward a little bit to my senior year in high school. I don't remember writing papers in high school. I mean, we did something around that, right? Everybody got tested, you wrote something. But most of the time I was busy playing sports, basketball and baseball. That's what I wanted to do. And during my senior year, though, I wrote my first poem for my senior English class. And I'm going to read it to you now. I still have it. And it's in my journal that I kept from my senior year of high school and my freshman year of college. And it's a terrible love sign, so feel free to laugh. It's totally okay. It hasn't gone through a single revision like Brad's 3 years of his song. Okay, here we go. I want too much. What is any woman to pick me out of a rut, to tell this is who I am? I came close many times. Oh, by the way, I gotta pause here. You could title this, it doesn't have a title, but you could say Unrequited Love 8675309. I want too much. What is any woman to pick me out of a rut, to tell this is who I am? I came close many times to understand her. I say love submits to tedious crimes. Most turn away Open your heart to me. I am here for you. Listen and you will see a love everlasting true. I need a key to your inside truths. Trust I seek to find no myths. Thank you. It's supposed to be funny. You can probably see some pop culture influence in there. My older sister loved Madonna, and you might know this song. Open your heart to me, darling. I'll give you love if you turn the key. And then at the end of that sonnet, there's also Metallica. My younger brother was into Metallica, so I stole a Metallica line. Trust I seek, and I'll find in you every day for us something new. Finish the lines if you want to. If Larry DePaulo's here, forgive me for those pop culture references. Let me go forward into graduate school. I was told my writing was so bad that I didn't know a conjunction from my ass. And I would be incompetent to teach. And let me tell you, that moment in his office, that hurt. That stung. But that was a big facade of his. He was just a big toughie, but a big softie too. To this day, we correspond still. And I just tell him what's going on. And he also said in class, though, whenever our class said, you know, something that was off base, or he perceived that was off base, he would say something out of whack with a 2x4. But I persevered, as you can see again, and I got some carpentry skills to boot along the way. So here we are. I think about reading opening up worlds for me, giving me permission with my imagination to go wherever it goes, offering empathy for the world, empowerment for the world. I think about writing and doing the exact same thing. Both a creative act, soaring with Muhammad Ali's wings. I think about the first cave paintings saying, come here, come closer, I got something to tell you. I finally want to share this poem that I wrote when I was on a bus after having wrist surgery and a basketball injury. And I was on my way back to college and undergraduate school. And it's a poem that I think really exemplifies this idea of empathy, connection with human beings and experience. It's called Basic Needs. Bus from Albuquerque to Las Vegas, New Mexico. A woman with fingernails belonging in the Guinness Book of World Records sidled next to me, sprung about visiting her children in Trinidad, cheating lovers, and the impossibility of finding a good man. My bandaged right wrist, like a bludgeon, with its flat face of Demerol, stared at her, stared at its mirrored self in the window behind her. Myself a bobblehead with the bounce of the bus past Santa Fe. Herself a riddle in the glow of the moon. She traded a pillow for one of my pills. Its blue cradled in her hooked hands as she shuffled to her seat. My story lost in her blanket. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you for your presence.